Today we're going to be potting different succulents. Check out my unboxing video so you can see when I got all these weird, strange, unique desert plants. And then we're also going to make a fairy garden at some point too in this video. So we're going to start with this one. This one's called a fairy tale plant. It's really squishy, and succulents in general don't really need a lot of water. And I find that the ones with the really squishy leaves especially don't need a lot of water. Now obviously you'll do need to water them occasionally, but just don't overdo it. So I got this off of Amazon. I thought it was cute. And then this was pretty cool. It comes with this. I thought this was a good idea by their marketing team. Just something unique and personalized. And I thought this one would look good in there because it'll kind of be like curly hair coming out of it. So for succulents, like I was saying, they like it dry. It's a desert plant, so you want to get a cactus specific soil. You can see some little leaves came off, so I'm gonna set those aside because you can grow new plants from those, so don't get rid of them. And I'll have a separate video on how to propagate different kinds of succulents. See, oh, lots of leaves are coming off. I'm trying to be quick because it's so hot and humid out today. There we go. And if you get soil on the leaves, just get like a thin paintbrush and just really gently brush it off. So it's pretty disappointing that this plant that I literally just got from like a professional nursery is falling apart, but hopefully we can nurse it back to health. Alright, now I'm going to put it inside and then on to the next one. Okay, so we're going to pot our next plants, but I noticed something cool I wanted to show you. I heard a bunch of peeping. I'll be quick so we don't bother them. Baby robins. But yeah, baby robins, we'll leave them alone. I thought that there was a nest in there anyway, but I'm gonna have to keep an eye on it because before you know it, they'll fledge, and I really hope they don't end up in the pool. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll just watch from a distance so we don't upset the parents. You can hear them chirping, so I'll get away from them. Okay, so back to our little plant project. Next we're gonna do this. This is a Madagascar palm plant. I got it from Planet Desert, and these are really cool because like out in the wild, they can't grow here in Maryland outdoors where I live, but like out in the wild in the desert, they can get really, really big, but with proper care and heat and lighting in, I was gonna say in captivity, in your house, they can get like 6 feet tall. It takes a while for them to reach that size, but I thought that was a pretty cool fact. You only need to water them like every 12 days or so. So obviously, like other desert plants, they like it dry and bright and direct light. And you can mix in some stone and some perlite. You can see there's a lot of perlite in this mix to help with drainage. That's really good for your plant. Because when you do water it, you don't want it just sitting in water and soaking. Oh look, more of the fairy tale plant was in that soil from in here. So I'll show you. I have a little propagating station over here, but we'll save the full video for that for another day. I might put the black stones on top of this one. Next I'm going to do my variegated butterfly agave. This you only need to water like every 2 weeks. They like it dry. That's basically the theme of all the stuff I'm planting today. They like it dry. Isn't that pretty? And I recommend to do it how you see me doing it here. When you're dumping them out of the planters that they came in, do it over a bowl. That way you're not wasting any soil and you can keep reusing that and save any extras for later. This is a feather cactus from Planet Desert. Looks like a bunch of tiny little white feathers. It also kind of looks like a dandelion when you make the wishes, so I thought it was really cool. And I thought it would look good in this colored pot. With this fuzzy one, you want to try to be really, let me brush off my gloves, be really careful because the dirt obviously will stick to the fuzz. It's hard to get off. Oh, that was good, it just popped right out. Oh no, I'm spilling. Okay, now I'm going to put in the little stones. These are little teeny tiny black ones. Okay, I set up a little planting station in the garage because it's really, really hot and humid. I have a bunch of fans going, so sorry if it's a little bit loud. But I'm going to do some ones for customers. You probably saw my other video where I was spray painting these. So I'm going to do those with these. And then I'm going to do some more mimicry plants. I did some the other night. I'll have to show you those. But lithops and split rocks, and these are called dino eggs. They're getting a little bit wrinkly, so they're going to need some water. But anyways, they need it really, really, really dry, and you can only water them like these things like maybe just once or twice a year, and it has to be at the right time of their growing phase or you'll kill them. So you want it to be drier than most desert plants, so you're going to use just a little bit of a cactus mix, but mostly rocks. I put in a lot of rocks towards the bottom for drainage. I'm going to use pumice, a little bit of dirt towards the middle, but then a lot of pumice towards the roots again too, so that way when they do get watered they drain and they dry really well. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll show you the end results. I got this on Amazon, drilled some holes in the bottom, thought it would be really cute, so let's see how it looks. So now I'm in the plant room, and I actually don't remember what this cactus is called. I got it a really long time ago, but this one blooms consistently, so that one does really well. And then here's another mimicry plant. This one, you can see the dried up flower. This one did bloom. This one is getting a little bit wrinkly, so that one's ready for water soon. But this one is in full pumice, and it's done really well. I've had that for over a year now. And then here's one of my favorites. It's my pinecone cactus. It has this on the top. At first I thought it was going to be a bloom, but it's actually a new baby plant, it looks like. And then here's the Karoo rose, another mimicry plant. Mimicry plants are really cool because they stay short. They have evolved to grow really small and short and squatty to blend in with the rocks, because where they grow, obviously it's very, very dry. So they're fat and squishy because they've had to learn to really, really absorb any moisture that they do get. So because their leaves are filled with moisture, animals want to eat them when they're in the desert and they're hot. So they've evolved to look like little rocks and blend in with them, hence the name mimicry plants, so that way animals don't eat them. So that's why they don't look like normal plants. They're really cool. Eva, what are you doing up here? But this one, the purple ones are royal flush, and then that's like a traditional color split rock. And then they'll shed the outer leaves, and then a new one will split from the middle. And I have these entirely in pumice and stone. But mimicry plants are some of my favorites just because they look so unique. They're so weird. In the garage planting the plants, and look what was in the soil. A salamander of all things. So I'm going to release it. Sorry, my brother's dog keeps barking in the background. It startled me at first because I thought it was a bug. I'm very relieved it was just a salamander. And I'll add some water so it's got some moisture over here so that way it can burrow easily because it's really dry. Put it around it. And that way the plant gets watered too. Wanna go swimming? Battle cry. You can jump in, monkey. Eva, jump! Okay, so now I'm going to show you the finished product of the stuff that I planted. Aren't they beautiful? And now I'll show you the ones that I planted. Oh, there, focus. That I'm going to sell. Oh, and by the way, here's my dunce cap succulent. Its name is Bobby Abu Dhabi. It's come back every single year, even though it lives outside. It's very hardy. The garage doors are down, so I'm gonna have to go in this way. Okay, sorry if the fans are loud. I'll try to be quick, but these are the ones that I'm gonna sell. I sell produce, baked goods, and plants. So here they are. There was a salamander in one of them when I was planting them, and that was good luck. So later I'll take pictures of them and advertise them, and then they'll go to their new homes. Okay, I'm on the deck with Monkey. She's helping. We're gonna make a fairy garden. So I got these on Amazon. That's a little chicken coop, a snail. Here's the chicken accessories. And I also got this on Amazon, and this is solar powered. So if you put this, I'm gonna have an indoor fairy garden. So I'm gonna have this in the window, and then this will charge it, and then it'll light up at night. So that'll look really cool. Are you helping? And then I also got these. Frog. And this pond. I got this planter on Amazon as well. And then I got the plants from Mountain Crest, Planet Desert, and I got a few from a local nursery in my town. I also have these really, really old plants that, as you can see, they're leggy, they're not looking too good, but I'm going to show you a way to save them. We'll bring some new life into these. I don't even remember how old these are, maybe like 5 or 6 years old. But this one right here, it's very simple. All you have to do, I'll get it a little bit closer, is just snip it nice and clean like that. Now, if you spray this, sometimes you will get another plant to bud out of there, so you can save that if you want. And then this one, nice clean cut. You can dip this in rooting powder if you want, but I've had success without using that. So I'm probably just gonna stick it right in the dirt, spray it, and eventually it'll grow roots. Succulents grow really, really slow. So don't be discouraged if you don't notice roots right away. But you just put it right in the dirt and it's gonna grow a whole new plant. Same with this one. So I'll put that there and we'll add those once we're putting the fairy garden together. Let's go find some more accessories. It's actually really hot, so I'm gonna put Monkey back in the house. Pea gravel is always a really good accessory. You can also add stones and sticks. Oh, you know what? A pine cone might look good too. Let's see if we can find a pine cone. I like this one better. And then this might be cool. Maybe if I can find a pretty chicken feather, I'll add that in. Man, if you ever want to feel popular, just get chickens. They follow you everywhere. Oh, this is a good one. This one, I'm gonna guess, came from scone, right there. Oh, and do you want to see something random? Look what decided to sprout here in the pea gravel by the pool. If I didn't know any better, I'd say that's a watermelon plant. I'm tempted just to leave it and see what happens. Okay, so back to the fairy garden. You obviously, if you're using plants like this, cactuses and succulents, you want to use a succulent mix. Something that dries out quickly, something that's a little bit sandy and has a lot of drainage in it. And of course, make sure that you have drainage holes in your planter. Adding pumice is really good. It helps dry things out, it helps with drainage, and it also looks nice, so we're also gonna add some pumice. And then here's some plants I'm gonna be using. Let's get the camera to focus. This is a pine cone cactus. This is called Little Jewel. This is called Chroma. These are fire sticks, and with enough light, they get really, really red and pretty. Jelly bean plant. A variegated cactus called Joseph's Coat, and if it gets enough light, it gets hints of pink and white, which is really pretty. Variegated string of buttons, mystery cactus, and some more. And I may even come over down here and propagate this dunce cap succulent that I have. This thing, I live in Maryland, and most succulents don't do well out here besides hens and chicks, but this one's been coming back year after year. I've had it for like maybe 5 years now, maybe even longer actually, maybe 6 or 7. And it spreads, so I might propagate some of that to add it. I think it looks really nice. And maybe I'll see how it looks. If it needs extra, I'll take some chicks off of my hen and chick plants that I have out here, and I'll add those too, but we'll see. Let's go plant that, and I'll show you the results. You know what? I might use this pond for something else. Because that's taking up a little bit too much room. And this little piece fell off, just stick it in there, it'll keep growing. Alright, so some of the other stuff I'm going to use for another one because I don't want it to be too crowded. So stay tuned for that. But let's get a close-up. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next one.